exclusive. These are inputs brought to us by our Security Affairs Editor, Mr. Manoj Gupta. And according to top intel sources, what we are being told is that top Maoist commander Hidma's killing has marked a major security breakthrough. He was behind brutal attacks in Bastar, Sukma, Dantewada and Malkangiri. His death, remember, has now disrupted Maoist logistics, recruitment and multi-district operations. Recent operations have cast Maoist influence by nearly 40%. It's pushing them into the deep forest pockets. But what does this entire killing mean in terms of a security or a strategic breakthrough for our security forces? Let's quickly go across to Anand Narasimhan, who's joining me with more details. Anand.
Well, Manoj Kumar Gupta getting us more inputs. As we had said, that some of the biggest terror attacks that resulted in the loss of our security personnel, civilians, politicians was because of Hidma, who at a very young age had started striking at about 29 or 30, when in 2010 the first big attack happened, then in 2013 and then as recently as 2021, soon after COVID, where he accounted for the loss of a lot of people. He was very active in this entire Darba, Sukma, Konta area of that just below Dantewada in the Chhattisgarh, Odisha regions and then Andhra regions. Sources actually say that Hidma directly planned or coordinated some of the most brutal ambushes. He has attacked in Bastar, he's attacked in Sukma, Dantewada and of course that entire Maoist corridor stretching towards Malkangiri. We must tell our viewers that he is the only tribal from Bastar who was part of the core central committee of this entire Maoist Politburo or Maoist grouping. And he was the most violent. He was the one who planned some of the most deadly attacks on civilians and our security forces. His elimination actually disrupts, and this is what intel sources are telling CNN News 18, disrupts Maoist logistics, recruitment and movement across this entire Darba Sukma Kontai axis, which was where the maximum attacks were happening. And over the last 5 years, under Operation Prahar, under Operation Samadhan Prahar, and other various operations mounted by the security forces locally have put a lot of pressure, and the last 2 months have seen some of the core commanders, operational commanders and more than about 200 cadres surrender arms. The neutralizing of Maoist cadre has seen huge surge. More than nearly about 150 to 200 Maoist cadre have also been neutralized over the last 18 months, 12 to 18 months. This is a significant shift from a time where the body count of our personnel in uniform used to far outnumber the Maoist crackdown. Also a time when they were spread across 16 different states. In fact, at least about 23 of the 38 districts in Bihar, they had a footprint just about 11 or 12 years ago. All of that has now gone, and they're shrunk to about 3 or 4 districts and corridors, and they're further shrinking. Their last citadel is going to be Bastar, and the moment Bastar falls and the nearby regions fall, the rest of this Maoist extremism will be wiped out, Akanksha. He was the key. This is now going to break the backbone of the extremist cadre who was still unwilling to come back to the mainstream after surrendering arms.
All right, many thanks to you, Anand, for putting that extensively into perspective for us. Let me quickly take that forward with Prakash Singh and MP Nathaniel, who continue to stay with us. So, Prakash Singh, if we talk about this man, he has been the face of Maoist terrorism, particularly in central India. So, what will this also mean for the morale of the security forces currently, now that we've seen the operations intensify in the years gone by?
You see, the security forces morale would touch a high watermark, because Hidma was the last formidable commander that they had to contend with, that they had to account for. And Hidma drew his strength from the fact that he was son of the soil. He was not a theoretician, he was the son of the soil, a born fighter, and from the time he joined the Maoist movement till date, he was responsible for several incidents which were a setback to the security forces. And now that he has been liquidated, I think the security forces can breathe easy, and they can almost take it for granted that liquidating the People's Liberation Guerrilla Army is only a question of time.
All right.
And I don't think they have any formidable commander left in the field. Maybe the foot soldiers are still there, maybe about 200 or 300 or even less. But in the absence of any leader, in the absence of somebody who could motivate them, inspire them, and sort of encourage them to fight and take a stand against the security forces. A leaderless force will just scatter and they would probably come over ground and
All
surrender.
right. Many thanks to you, Mr. Singh. We'll have to leave it at that since I'm running short of time.